So we took one step better this week, this Saturday, sorry, Scott. 3-3 in the end, away at Eastbourne. Are you frustrated about that one, or are you happy to see that your side have got back in the end and got that point?
Yeah, at half-time we should have been out of sight on the wrong end. I thought Eastbourne had so many chances, didn't look after the ball well enough. If they had been maybe 3 or 4 up, it would have been fair. A point for us today feels a lot better than I'm sure it does for Beardy, their manager. I said to the lads at half-time, sometimes you get given opportunities like today to get back in the game and leave with something, and they gave us the opportunity, and I think we took it. In the second half, I thought we were superb, much better. We got the ball down, we showed bravery, courage to get on the ball and pass it. First half just didn't have that bravery, didn't have the confidence, and when they're sort of building momentum, it was really hard to sort of turn the tide. But overall, I think on our second half performance, I thought we deserved to get back into it. Having said that, I didn't think we had many clear-cut chances as they did. But in terms of territory and possession, I thought we were much better.
And do you think then, are we missing a few key players now, and that's maybe why we might be leaking a few more goals than we have been? Because, you lost McNeish after about 10 or so minutes, and then we didn't have, of course, Matt Lynch starting, or even George, who I think may have also picked up an injury.
Yeah, of course. I think we felt the wrath of injuries when we didn't have players against Tunbridge. And then again today we've shipped a few more. The pleasing thing today is that we've scored another 3. But at the same time, really, really disappointed with the first goal. I thought we should have had a penalty. 20 seconds later, it's in our goal. Second goal, I thought might have been offside, might be wrong. These are all ifs, buts and maybes, by the way. I'm not here complaining about the ref because I actually think he's one of the best refs in the league. I thought he was really good. Or on the whole, he's really good. But I'll have to wait and see it back. But really disappointed that we didn't get that one. I thought it was quite obvious, quite clear. But it's one of those things. I think overall I'll be getting on the coach, feeling quite content that we've come away with a point. I think the other thing today is that the supporters were superb, and at the end they're making a racket. I think the Eastbourne fans are quite quiet, so they probably realised that it's a much better point for us than them.
We highlighted as well on Tuesday the lack of goals from the strikers. We saw Mickel Platt start today and get his first goal for the club. How happy are you for him to finally be involved?
Yeah, delighted for him to get involved and obviously get on the score sheet as well. Mickel is such a lovely lad. That's probably the best way to describe him. He's been there at every single session. He's been there at every single game, and it's been really difficult for him. Obviously, coming to the club injured, he had a little bit of a situation going on. So he's shown such a good attitude, and what he's done in the previous couple of weeks, he's been playing for Uxbridge on a dual reg, kind of under the radar a little bit. Didn't want to make too much noise and sing a song and a dance about it. So I think he got 3 or 4 goals for them in a similar number of games. So felt like today it was good to start him. Our strikers, I don't think, have scored for 7.5 games. So for him to get a goal is great. To see what he offers the team as well, and I think he's only going to get better. So he's over the moon. And then obviously Tyrese and Johnny chipping in with the other 2. Goals are coming from everywhere. It's not a bad thing because even if the strikers aren't scoring, it shows that we've got other goals in areas of the pitch. But overall, a real positive getting back onto the coach with something.
And then do you have an update at all on what was wrong with George Alexander today? And is McNeish going to be okay, do you think, for next weekend?
George, I was saying to him earlier, he had a big touch against St Albans when he sort of went in one-on-one with the keeper and there's a defender alongside him. And his touch has taken him into the keeper and caused a bit of an injury, a bit of a swollen knee. So it's quite badly bruised. The swelling's gone down, so fingers crossed he'll be all right for next Sunday. And then, who else did you mention?
Sorry, McNeish.
McNeish as well. McNeish had a tight calf, so once a muscle's tight and you go to sprint, the last thing you want to do is pull it. So it was more precaution. Hopefully that he'll be okay as well. It's one of those at the moment. People are getting opportunities. I think we've spun the team around a lot in the last few weeks because of injuries and knocks and niggles and suspensions. So it's one of those at the moment that we're not really getting the consistency. I think when we went on that run, we had real consistency, and that really did sort of pay dividends. So, overall, I've got no complaints with anyone when they put the Slough shirt on. There's one person today that I thought was brilliant in the second half as well, and that was Leon. I thought he deserved a mention. Leon is someone that I love to bits. I think he's going to be a really, really good player. First half, I just said to him, I thought he was dreadful. He looked nervous. And second half, I thought he was absolutely outstanding in terms of the way that he drove the team on. Very similar to that performance of Matt Lynch last year at Tunbridge. I thought he was the driving force for us that day, and Leon was exactly the same in the second half today. And you combine that with some of the moments of quality from the sort of attacking players as well. Johnny Goddard with an assist. and obviously another goal. So overall, disappointed that we didn't turn up for 45 minutes, but delighted that we've come away with something, because I think that would have dented our confidence a lot today if we would have lost that game.
And finally, then, we're finally going to turn our attention to the FA Cup tie that we've been waiting for a while now. Anything further have you got in mind about that game now, looking ahead?
It's really difficult. I've tried to put it to the back of my mind, and I can do that quite comfortably. I've got my mind set on Eastbourne today, and I've not even thought about the Grimsby game. Having said that, I've watched a few highlights of them when in my spare time. But in terms of shape, personnel, and what to expect, got a rough idea. I've spoke to some of my friends that have played against them this season. We'll get some video footage and watch them over the next couple of days. It's nice now that we can turn our attention to it. It's a great day for the football club, great day for the players, one that I'm looking forward to. And listen, we've got nothing to lose, and someone with nothing to lose is a dangerous thing. So we'll go out there and give it our absolute all. We might come unstuck, we might not get the result that we want, but I can promise you now that everyone will go down trying if we end up losing the game. But I'm really confident. I think we can put on a performance and see where that takes us. So hopefully we can get the ground sold out, which I believe that it will be. It's going to be a hell of an atmosphere, and obviously if the fans that caused the racket today can do that in larger numbers, it's going to be a great day for all.
Cheers, Scott. We'll see you
Cheers,
Sunday.
Con. Thanks, mate.